Tell me, what have you been doing lately? What have you been thinking about?
Well, I've been doing a little of this and that, always busy. But I've also been thinking about the more practical side of photography and how it can be creative and how it supports creativity. Like if you choose a different type of lens to do things, like you pick a wider or a long lens to take different types of pictures, well, there's also other things to make your photos more creative. Having the right equipment really does make a difference. But I was also thinking outside of that box. I was thinking, or camera bag, as we could say, I was thinking about how I dress can help with my photos, like wearing even the right shoes. So, and you know how I love shoes. I always consider what goes on my feet so that I feel better when I go out, and I'm thinking it will really help with my photography to wear the right shoes so that I can look and perform at my best.
You mean using different shoes for different shots?
Yes, exactly. You've heard different strokes for different folks.
I
It's
have.
kind of like that.
Ah,
Different shoes for different shoots.
I like that. This is an interesting concept. Different shoes for different shots. It'll be intriguing to see what you're going to come up with on our next big trip to Lilly, South Dakota for the famous Highway 12 road trip. Laura, this year I'm going to rent a bigger car that we'll all drive out in.
A bigger car? Awesome. So there's extra room in it then, you're saying?
That's
I can
right.
bring more people or can I bring more stuff?
Sure.
Great. That means there's going to be more room for more shoes.
That's right.
Wow, that's a really beautiful tree, or used to be a very beautiful tree. No wonder you want to take a picture of that.
It's still beautiful in a way because it kind of represents age.
How did you ever find this tree? It's really cool.
Well, it all started with my trip to Japan and Taiwan. I just retired recently from North Hennepin Community College after 47 years of teaching, and my wife surprised me with a trip to Japan. And my host, who's kind of a religious guy, he brought me around to a lot of the shrines and temples of which southern Japan abounds with. And what I discovered is not only did he have a little shrine in his own house for his ancestors that he worships almost on a daily basis, but there were shrines and temples for the emperors who had passed away, and people still go and pray. The religion of Japan is based on Shintoism, and that is a celebration of nature as a deity. So they worship hills, rocks, trees, mountains, lakes, I suppose even the sky. And so about every maybe half mile or mile, you're going to find a little shrine, a little entrance gate, and then you pass through the gate, and you get up to the spot, and you might light some incense, and you say a few prayers, you bow a few times, and then out you go. So we did a lot of that, and I thought that was very intriguing. When I looked at this tree here at Lake Calhoun or Bde Maka Ska, however you pronounce it, in Minneapolis, I can tell you if this tree was over in Japan, they would immediately make a shrine out of it. They'd be putting a gate around it. They would probably even come up and start rubbing it with their hands for good luck, to maybe for making money, or good luck in getting a job, or good luck in having a child, or something like that. So this then represents, in my mind, the true spirit and meaning of Shintoism: age, nature, and beauty. Anyway, so that was my point of taking this picture.
That is very, very interesting. have everything.
Yes, we do.